Welcome back, everybody. We are back with F122 My Team Career. With that being said, I hope you like the video. If you do, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my content if you haven't already. If you do subscribe, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Don't forget to press the bell so you get notified of any of my videos as they drop onto the channel. So yes, we are back with F122, the My Team Career. We head to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. Obviously our home Grand Prix and the team's home Grand Prix. So we're going to try and do something a little bit special for this video and obviously for our home Grand Prix. Not something we will keep, purely doing it because it's our home Grand Prix, and then we will go back to the original look. But yeah, so just going to try and do something a little bit special. Let's jump straight into our headquarters before the British Grand Prix. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, we have changed the colour of our car. What I shall quickly do is I will just skip to this bit so that you can have a little bit of a look at the car. This is obviously only for the British Grand Prix, purely sporting the British colours. Also looks quite nice. But yeah, and then what I'll do is I will show you our racing attire as well. So there you are, that's what they're going to wear inside the car as well. Obviously to keep up to date with the car colours. So yeah, this is only for the British Grand Prix. Wanted to do something a little bit special. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to check out the R&D sections. We're going to look at chassis because that is something that we are struggling with at the moment. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. We might have to just set up aero, set that going. What else have we got? We can't do that. We can't do that. Reach capacity. Oh, insufficient points. Fair enough. That we can set off. So let's set that off as well. Yeah, and then we've got no more points. Okay, so that's that. Let's. We've got a little bit to advance through here. Obviously, we've done all of our activities in the last video. So we've got attendant F1 Sports. We get a 100 acclaim for that. We've got a power unit upgrade, which we get 5% upgrade morale on our power units. And then we've got sponsorship, which gives us 100 team acclaim. Costs us $5 grand, but we've got 2.79 million there. So something we are just going to check is our contracts. So I've still got 21 days before we have to look at whether we look at the driver market and signing somebody else. We've obviously got some legends here, which could be quite funny if we could bring them to the table. Obviously, at the moment, we probably don't have enough money to bring any of them to the table. We've only got 2.7 million, so we're probably pushing. I mean, we could push nicking Joe Granu. That's probably about it. So, yeah, we'll have to see who we look at pinching. But for all being said, let's advance through these windows and have a look at what sort of upgrades we get. Do we get all of our upgrades? Do we fail some? We get both upgrades, so that's cool.
As we continue to increase our acclaim, more potential partners become willing to work with us. We can now approach an additional sponsor from the corporate tail.
I think we could already do that. I don't know why he's telling us that now, because I think we've already done it. Yeah, we have. Bit weird. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We've got our Pirelli hot lap here to do now, which we shall punch through. I'm probably going to go with average speed zone, just as it's another 1,000. It's another 1,000 points, and it's 100 grand. So nothing to be sniffed at. We will take that. We will use that first. I will drop back in with everybody once we have finished the practice sessions, and we are heading towards our one-shot qualifying for our British Grand Prix. Okay, so FP sessions were all done, 1, 2 and 3. We've done all of our program tests, and I have to say it's our home Grand Prix and we are feeling like a decent result is on the way. We have been extremely competitive in free practice sessions. I think it's going to be very interesting as to where we qualify around this racetrack. Good to see Liam there, up to driver arcane level 7, so well done to him. But yeah, let's just say we are looking pretty quick. Hopefully, we can do a solid and get one of our best qualifyings of the season to date. Just going to have a quick look at our messages, which is just telling us about the Silverstone track, even though you've done all 3 practice sessions. So, let's head to one-shot qualifying. Like I say, hopefully we can get a decent result here. we are feeling pretty good about it, to be fair. So with a bit of luck, we will have a really good race as well as a qualifying session. Obviously, we had to add a new turbocharger. This Grand Prix, we're only 10 Grand Prix in. We've already used all 3 of our turbochargers. I mean, we could fit those and maybe try and use them in the later stages of the of the season. But I did want to have a fully functioning car for our home Grand Prix. We don't really want to have to be nursing anything. We want to go flat out and see if we can get our best result yet. So we're going to head straight to track and see how we can get on. So here we go. Can we get a decent qualifying session underway? As I said, we felt pretty good all weekend, or at least for the free practice sessions anyway. Would be very nice to try and see if we can get our best qualifying session of the season. It's definitely a possibility. Like I said, we've been very strong around this circuit. Obviously, being our home Grand Prix, we want to do the best we can. We're at P8 at the moment. We might not get our best qualifying session, but I've got a feeling we will do relatively quite well in the race. Currently sitting in P4, P5. I think that was P5. So I think that is our best qualifying session. A P5 in our home Grand Prix. Very happy with that qualifying. We'll pick up the XP there. Oh, we're so close to being the top Brit. Lando Norris picking up 3rd place there. So we're on the 3rd row.
Goodbye for now, then.
Wow.
Really, we're just getting started.
Hopefully, with a bit of luck, we can have a decent race, and we can do something quite special in our home Grand Prix here. Pick up a bit of a claim there. 32% for our team, 18 and 14, so that's pretty good. We're nearly team acclaim level 11 already, so that's a massive bonus for the team as we head to race day of our British Grand Prix. We are looking at 13 laps? 13 laps of the Silverstone Circuit. I'm pretty sure it said glorious sunshine there, but then our message said cloudy, so we don't really know what sort of conditions we're going to get for this race. As long as it's not raining, we should be okay. Obviously, it'd be a shame if it's raining because we're relatively quite competitive in the dry, so. It's not raining, it's cloudy, but it's not raining. So that's good, we'll take that. Here we go, we'll look at the starting groups, it's our best qualifying.
Here's what today's grid rundown looks like. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position.
2 Ferraris, 1st and 2nd.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris.
Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. There we are, picking up 5th. Can't get over, we've got 5th in the qualifying, that is really good for us.
Anthony Davidson also joins me.
So there we are as we look at the grid.
Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far?
Carlos Sainz had some good results over the last couple of weekends. So we look at George Russell. Still Sainz, Leclerc and Verstappen for the championship. Carlos Sainz is running away with it at the moment.
I know this is your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Right, so we're going to go down to 14 laps of fuel. We're going to go with the soft to the medium. We don't really want a hard if it's going to be a colder temperature of tracks. It'd be they'll take a little longer to get used to get up to temperature. So we're going to go with a medium. we're looking at pitting in lap 5 and then using the mediums all the way through until lap 13, which is the end of the Grand Prix. So we have got that strategy selected. We're going to head to start the Grand Prix. As we start on the grid to continue with our formation lap, I will drop back in with everybody once we have completed our formation lap and our tyres are nice and warm. Okay, so we are on our way around club, ready to start the formation of the grid for this British Grand Prix. Obviously we want to get a good shot off the line. Hopefully we can get a good position, which we do. We get purple.
Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts.
Let's get a good launch then. Let's
so that's the rest
wait for the rest of the grid to form.
Be patient and watch for those lights.
Let's go. Oh, Perez getting the jump on us on the start of the Grand Prix. We're going to try and go around the outside of him with farm.
Somewhere on the internal combustion engine, be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Right, we got back to... We do have an issue with our engine, although we did change that part, so we're going to have a loss of power, which isn't brilliant for our British Grand Prix. Slightly annoying, because we were looking pretty strong. Right, we're P5 still at the moment, though.
Okay, we held position on lap 1. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused.
Oh dear. Got that a bit wrong. We can definitely see that that engine issue causing us issues. We're just going to have to try, I think, and do our consistent lap times that we know we can do. Well, not lap times, because obviously we're not going to be able to do those, but if we can just try and keep clean during this home Grand Prix and hopefully get the best finish that we've had all season. We're going to have to utilise our overtake mode as much as we can as well. Such a shame we've got that problem with the engine. See it there on the AI as they pull away from us around these quicker corners. Lando Norris has nearly pulled second on us. Can't see us getting that back if we've got a problem with our engine either. Oh, skidding about through that corner.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on medium.
I have to say, not a bad lap time considering. I think it flashed up there, the Carlos Sainz was 131.8, we just did a 131.9, so we've not lost all that much power. We're obviously managing at the moment to keep Perez at bay as well. Might save some of that overtake mode slightly.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
New strategy option. What's that? Pit lap 6. Go for it then. Maybe he's going for the. We're going for the undercut, which would be quite cool. We'll see how that fares. We're going to trust our engineers ever so slightly here. We just about lost DRS on Lando Norris around that sector as we were trying to do too much with the MFD. We've got it back now, though. We're so much quicker in the Vale. And then we just lose it round Club as they pull away on the acceleration.
Gap to your teammate behind is 10.6
132.1. That wasn't a very good lap. Through the loop, come on. A little bit of overtake mode coming out of this corner. Try and maintain within DRS of Lando Norris. A slight strategy change, we are now pitting on lap 6. At the moment it's going to be a lonely ride, I think.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
We have just done a fastest lap of the race. As we start to close down Lando Norris here. Might have just lost it through there, though. Yeah, pretty much. We're going to save our overtake mode this lap, and we're going to use our overtake mode as much as we can in our in-lap. Although, saying that, we could be about to be pounced by Perez. We have lost DRS on Norris. Unless we just clawed it back. No, we didn't. So we do not have DRS. We're going to protect that inside line and keep an eye on Mr. Perez.
Traffic ahead, stay alert.
Right, we're pitting in this lap then. He's going to try and go round us at alley.
This lap, give us the best attack you can.
Hold it round the outside, keep to the curves. Our teammate is in the pit. Lando Norris making a move on Carlos Sainz there. We are being put under pressure. We don't have DRS, we've got a bit of overtake mode though, so we're going to use that.
Liam is in the pit lane. Liam's in the pits now.
I feel like we are starting to suffer from our engine problem. Ever so slightly. Might be that, might be tyres, I suppose, could be tyres. Good news is we might have DRS as we come around this sector, because we might have it on Mr. Sainz, who's dropping to us here. We do have DRS. I've also got overtake mode. We're going to turn that off though. Sergio Perez is down the outside of us there. We've lost a place. We get straight back up the inside of Perez though. We're going to come into the pits because our tyres are knackered. Okay, can we get a decent pit stop here? That is the question. We're going to need a good pit stop and a good couple of outlaps here. This is a long pit. An incredibly long pit, in fact. Mick Schumacher is out of the race.
The problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
Turning. Yes, optimal turning. That's good.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate.
Oh, we got out in front of Lewis Hamilton. That might be really helpful. Lewis Hamilton was behind us, I believe.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Right, let's see what we can do on these mediums then. We've got a very big gap now to Mr. Verstappen. I'm going to pull to the inside. No, I'm not, because Lewis Hamilton's going to try it. We're going to hold around the outside here though, because we should be on the inside for this corner then. We've managed to hold off Lewis Hamilton. Just. Right, we need a couple of good laps here. I feel like that pit strategy might cost me, you know. Norris is right in front of us now. He's managed to come out in front of us. He's going to have colder tyres though. Which he does. He backs us up into that corner, if I'm honest. We're going to use all of our overtake mode. We want to try and dive up the inside of him here. That was a little late, to be fair, but we made it stick, so that's good.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
We've now got Perez in front, George Russell in front of that in the hard tyre. We can try and get on the back of these two as well. I think that loss of pace we had before we came into the pits was definitely to do with tyres more than it was anything else. That was a poor couple of corners, that one though. That's why we lost a bit of time through there. Perez has made it through on Russell, making that medium tyre count. Go a little bit wide there.
Okay, Leclerc's just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
Well done to Leclerc. We are currently chasing down George Russell here. Looking like we are in prime spot to take George Russell at the moment. A bit wide through there, though. I was going to say it's going to cost me at Luffield, and it did ever so slightly. We're going to be right on George Russell as we come up the top after Cops. Might get a little bit wide there. It's not ideal. We don't really want to be on the back of George Russell going through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, we get that spinning through there.
That's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Right, we do have DRS on George Russell. If we can make the time up through this corner, hopefully we can get in by Vale. We don't have enough space on him there, I don't think. Oh, that was silly. That was silly. We're trying too hard to get past Russell here. We know that he is holding us up ever so slightly, and it does mean that Mr. Perez and what I'm assuming is Carlos Sainz that is behind us, is or in front of him, sorry, is pulling away here. So we need to we do need to make quick work of this.
So we're leading our teammate by 24.4 seconds.
So we struggle to find a way past George at the moment. Even with the extra grip of the medium, we still can't manage it at the moment. Good news is we are pulling away from Lewis Hamilton in 7th place. We just can't find that last little bit to overtake these two here. Got a good run at Cops there. This is the closest we've been to George Russell coming down Hamilton Straight, or Wellington Straight, sorry. Are we a little bit closer? No, we're not. I need to stop doing that. Come on. Just the time he makes up coming out of those corners is just enough for him to stay in front.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
We are nearing the end of this Grand Prix. We need to get by Russell. Does not help that he has DRS on Carlos Sainz here either. Come on, this is the lap, second to last lap. Just can't do anything about that speed he gains. He gains like 3 or 4 tenths of a second coming out of that corner every time. That is just enough for him to block our run through Luffield. Oh, he lost it there. We managed to stick it up the inside of him then.
Good job, nice overtake.
He was also incredibly lucky, if anything. He had to bail out of Cops there, he was going to attempt. He's going to attempt to turn at Cops. Right, we do not have DRS. We do have overtake mode though. That is going to bring, obviously,
Only got 2 laps of fuel
that
left.
is going to bring Russell towards us ever so slightly. Well, hello, we're picking up wide there. Could almost do with these two in front battling a little bit for that last podium place.
Okay, this is your final lap.
1.2 seconds, I think that is done. We are going to be fine on that. I reckon we are going to be P5, provided the two in front don't cause each other any aggro. Much more smoother through that sector now. We've not got Russell in our way. We go a bit wide there, following the same line that Russell took around that sector last time round. We're going to have to protect the inside of Cops here. I think he might do us in between Stowe here, you know. He is most definitely within shooting distance. He got the run, we'll protect the inside line. We're going to leave the car width. I'm going to brake incredibly late here. Oh my word. Don't know how we managed to keep that. Last lap dive. I think that cost us coming out of that corner actually. We might have kept that. That was a shocking Stowe and Vale there. But we wanted that P5.
Okay, pick up
And I wanted to beat the two Mercedes if I'm honest. P5 for the British Grand Prix. Our best result of the season. Max Verstappen gets driver of the day. We pick up P5. We got held up by Russell there, which was a shame. We just couldn't manage to get by him with their straight down powers down the straight and coming out the corner. Was that to do with the error that we had or the issue we had with our engine? Quite possibly.
So let's see what effect this result has had on the driver's standings.
But we pick up 10 points for the championship. We were the top Brits, so I'm happy with that one. I thought Lando Norris might have been ahead of us, if I'm honest, but he wasn't.
Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive...
We are happy with that result. That is easy to say. Our driver acclaim goes to over 9.5. Our team acclaim is now team acclaim level 11. So that is brilliant. We get nearly 300,000 credits for euros, dollars, whatever you want to call it. Obviously for our team, which is good.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors is cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
Okay, so it looks like we've got a marketing department event to go to in the next video. So we should check that out. We're not going to do anything. We're going to leave it here. Obviously, we'll have to revert back to our original liveries, which we shall do in the next video as well. We will set up our activities. We will set up all of our R&D in the next video, which is the Austrian Grand Prix, another circuit I quite like. So let's see if we can get a good result around there as well. Obviously, I don't see us getting a good result as we've just had around the British Grand Prix. Always a race that you want to push really hard at. So yeah, apologies for the mistakes that were made, but we had a good result in the end there with the P5. Battle with Russell, a battle with Perez. So yeah, all in all, a good weekend for the British Grand Prix in a home race. I'll see you all when we take on Austria. That is all we've got time for today, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my content if you haven't subscribed. If you do subscribe, thank you so much for helping me build the channel and supporting me. Don't forget to press the bell so you don't miss any of my videos as they drop onto the channel. So yeah, that was it. F1 22. Our British Grand Prix, our home Grand Prix that we have just completed there and had our best season's result with a P5 as well and a top qualifying and all. So all in all, a good weekend for us and the team. We are up to team acclaim level 11. We head to Austria for the next Grand Prix. Hopefully another Grand Prix we can do relatively quite well in, but we shall see in the next video. Yeah, very happy today. We did really well at our home Grand Prix, so a big positive for us. We had a couple of run-ins there with George Russell, getting a little bit frustrated behind him. He was on a hard tyre, we were on a medium, so we had the pace to overtake. Just with that engine issue, which we tried to alleviate with adding a new turbocharger, unfortunately another part then decided that it was going to begin to fail on us. So, bit of shame is what it is. We move on, we push on, as I said, Austria in the next Grand Prix. Until then, I'll see you all in that next video.